Hello students, I am Subhashini. Today we are going to see about Applet Programming. So first of all, Applet. Applet are small Java programs that are primarily used in internet computing. They can be transported over the internet from one computer to another and run using Applet viewer or may use web browser that supports Java. An applet, like any application program, can do many things for us. It can perform arithmetic operations and display graphics, play sounds, accept user inputs and create animation and play interactive games. And then local and remote applets. We can embed applets into two web pages in two ways. We can write our own applets and embed them into web pages, and then we can download an applet from remote computer system and then embed into the web page. First of all, local applet. So the applet developed locally and stored in local system is known as a local applet. So when a web page is trying to find some local applet, it does not need to use the internet, and therefore the local system does not require the internet connections. It searches the directories in the local system and locates and load the specific applet. And then remote applet. So remote applet is that which developed by someone else and stored in the remote computer connected to the internet. We can download the internet applet onto our own system via the internet and run that applet. So to locate and load the remote applet, we must know the applet's address on the web. This address is known as Uniform Resource Locator, that is URL, and must be specified in the applet in HTML document as the value of the code base attribute. Remote applet. A remote applet is that which is developed by someone else and stored on the remote computer and connected to the internet. We can download the remote applet onto our system via the internet and run it. And then in the case of local applets, code base may be absent or may specify the local directory. So then how applets are differ from applications. So although both the applets and standalone applications are Java programs, these are significant differences between them. So first one is applet do not use the main of method for initiating the execution of the code. Applets when loaded, it's automatically called the charitain methods of applet class and start and execute the applet code. And then unlike standalone applications, applet cannot run independently. They run from inside the web page using special features is known as HTML tag, and applets cannot read from or write to the files in the local computers. Applet cannot communicate with other servers on the network, and another one is applet cannot run any program from the local computer, and applets are restricted from using libraries from other languages such as C and C++. And, so applets are not fully featured application programs. They are usually written to accomplish the small task or component of the task, since they are usually designed for use on the internet. They impose certain limitations and restriction to their design. So preparing to write applets. So before we try to write applets, we must make sure that Java is installed properly and also ensure that either the Java applet viewer or Java enabled browser is available on your system. So the steps involved in developing and testing the applets are: first one is building an applet code, that is a Java file, and creating and executing applet is a class file. And third is designing the web page using HTML tag. And fourth one is preparing applet tag and incorporating applet tag onto a web page and creating a HTML file. And last one is testing the applet code. These are the ways to preparing to write a applet. So and then how to build the applet code. It is essential that our applet code uses the services of two classes, namely applet and graphics from the Java class library. The applet class, which is contained in the java.applet package, and provide the lives and behavior to the applet through its methods such as initiate, start off and paint off. This is a life cycle of applet. Laterally visa. So unlike any applications where Java call the main method directly to initiate the execution of the program. When the applet is loaded, Java automatically call the series of applet class methods for starting and running and then stopping the applet code. The applet class therefore maintains the life cycle of the applet. So the paint off methods also the inside an applet class. When it is called, it actually display the result of the applet code on the screen. The output may be text, graphics or sound. And the paint off method, which requires the graphic object as an argument, is defined as follows, like public void paint off graphics G. So graphics is a class in applet class. So building applet code condition. This is requires that applet code imports the java.awt package that contain the graphics class. So graphics class is inside the awt package and it's a container in Java. So all output operations of applet are performed using the methods defined in the graphics class. So this is a general format for an applet code. First we import, first we must define the AWT package and java.applet. So star means also it's all classes it presents in AWT package. So first public and class, applet class name extends applet. So this paint method is used to display the output of the applet. So applet life cycle. Every Java applet inherits a set of default behavior from the applet class. As a result, when an applet is loaded, it undergoes the series of changes it states. So the applet states include burn and initialization state, running state and idle state, and finally dead or destroy state. So first one is initialize state. In the state, applet enter to the initialization state when it is first loaded. This is achieved by calling the initiate method of applet class. The applet is born. So at this stage we may do the following if required. First one, creating objects needed by the applet and set up initial values, load images or fonts, set up colors. So we can achieve override this method using public void initiate of method, and within this method you can use your own code. And then running state. So second one is running state. The applet enter to the running state when the system call the start off method of applet class. This occur automatically after the applet is initialized. Starting can also occur if the applet is already in stopped state. So we can achieve this method, override this method within public void start off method. And then idle or stopped state. In the state, the applet becomes idle when it is stopped from running. Stopping occurs automatically when leave the page containing the currently running applet. So in this method we can override this using stop off method with public void stop off method. Within this you can use your own code. So and then dead state. So applet is said to be dead when it is removed from memory. This occurs automatically by invoking the destroy off method when we quit the browser. So we can use the destroy off method in dead state. For example, public void destroy off. Within the method you can write your code. And finally a display save. So this is used to display the output of the applet code. So applet move to the display state whenever it has to perform some output operation on the screen. This happens immediately after the applet enters into a running state. The paint off method is called to accomplish this task. So we can achieve this using public void paint off method. Within paint we also use a graphics class, and then the applet class name in the main class of applet when the applet is loaded. Thank you.